A favorite adage among baseball lovers is that nobody chooses to be a knuckleballer. And why would they? A knuckleball is baseball's unsexiest pitch. It's just as hard for catchers to catch as it is for hitters to hit. And the world's best knuckleball wielders are often viewed as goofballs. Yet the knuckleball, baseball's weirdest pitch, has long fascinated fans and players alike. Not only does its erratic movement and unpredictable trajectory make those who throw one formidable, but there's a nuance, a beauty to this pitch that has allowed the knuckleball to captivate baseball for centuries and cement its rightful place in the sport's lore. But what the hell is a knuckleball anyways? Do pitchers really throw it with their knuckles? Where did this unique pitch originate? And how has it evolved over time? When it comes to the knuckleball, there are often more questions than answers, which is why we're taking a deep dive into the history of the knuckleball, from its humbling beginnings to the modern-day practitioners who have mastered its art, including one knuckleball legend who recently passed away. By the time this video is over, you'll not only have a newfound respect for baseball's weirdest pitch and an awe for those who made a living throwing it, but you'll likely want to go outside and try the pitch out for yourself. After all, another common baseball adage is that anybody can throw a fantastic knuckleball once they learn how. What is a knuckleball after all? Before we get into this wacky pitch's history, let's get clear about what the knuckleball actually is and how you can throw it. A knuckleball, or knuckler as it's sometimes called, is a pitch in baseball that's thrown to minimize or completely eliminate the ball's spin as it travels toward the home plate, causing an erratic, unpredictable motion that sort of looks like it's fluttering into the catcher's mitt. For the Harry Potter fans out there, a knuckle bears some resemblance to the golden snitch in the way that it fidgets frantically in the air, and how it eludes those who try to hit it or catch it. The knuckleball gets its name from the grips used to throw it. Although there are two schools of thought on how to best grip a knuckleball, the more traditional, old-school grip is literally holding the ball with the knuckles of the hand. But the most modern and common grip is to hover the knuckles just barely over the ball, while the fingernails dig into the ball seams. However you choose to hold it, the pitch will be thrown with relative ease. And as a result, knuckleballers, who tend to use the pitch almost exclusively during games, typically experience very little arm strain when pitching, compared to all normal pitchers. In fact, knuckleballers can often pitch deeper into games, don't require much rest between starts, and have been known to keep pitching into their 40s without their performance declining much. Sounds like a good gig, right? But the knuckleball isn't all sunshine and swings and misses. The biggest problem with knuckleballs is that whenever one comes out as a fidgetless dud, which is bound to happen multiple times over the course of a game, it becomes very easy to hit due to its slow speed. In fact, a bad knuckleball looks a lot like a lob ball during a slow-pitch softball game. And imagine what a slow-pitch softball game among a bunch of major leaguers would look like. Despite its risks, members of the Knuckleballer Club have fashioned their entire careers out of wielding this wonky pitch. And their success can be traced all the way back to the late 19th century, when the knuckleball's rather murky origin story begins. The knuckleball's accidental origins. The knuckleball's genesis begins with a man named Thomas Toad Ramsey. Ramsey, a former professional baseball player who pitched in a prehistoric version of the MLB in 1885 to 1890, stumbled upon the pitch by accident. While working as a bricklayer, Ramsey suffered an injury to his index finger. But because Ramsey's team needed him to take the mound, this injury forced him to grip the ball with his fingertips, resulting in a unique movement when he threw it. Thus, the knuckleball was born. Yet, this wasn't quite a knuckleball, at least not in the way we know the pitch today. Ramsey's invented pitch was more similar to a modern-day knuckle curve. Still, it was a devastating pitch that had not been seen in baseball before, and batters had no idea to hit it. Back then, the pitch was often called a drop ball and was described as leaving Ramsey's hand in an almost magical manner. The drop ball's success kept Ramsey's name alive long after his retirement. It's true that Ramsey's knuckleball is far from what the pitch has evolved into today, but his discovery did lay the foundations for what baseball's weirdest pitch would turn into. While Ramsey may have pioneered the knuckleball, it was Eddie Chicote who popularized the pitch in the early 20th century. Chicote, a pitcher for the Boston Red Sox, refined the pitch in a way that is much closer to the way it's thrown today, and used the knuckler as the primary weapon in his pitching arsenal. His mastery of the knuckleball earned him success on the mound and opened the doors for future generations of knuckleball pitchers. Regardless of whether you consider Ramsey or Chicote the true father of the knuckleball, both men were integral to turning the pitch into what it is today. which is to say, a pitch that's often just as frustrating for those who pitch and catch it as it is for those who try to hit it. The challenges of the knuckleball. The knuckleball has a mind of its own, since the ball's flight path is influenced by uncontrollable factors such as the wind currents, and can be dependent on microscopic matters like the length of its wielder's fingernails. This unpredictability puts both the pitcher and the catcher in a precautious position, as they must anticipate the ball's trajectory without really knowing where it's headed. In fact, catchers often employ unconventional techniques, such as using a larger glove and relying on instinct rather than traditional catching mechanics. To try and corral knuckleballs, former catcher Joe Torre famously advised his peers to use a big glove and a pair of rosary beads when catching a knuckleballer. This element of uncertainty is what makes the knuckleball so difficult for even the world's best hitters to hit, and is such a formidable weapon in the hands of a skilled practitioner. But this unpredictability also lends to a lack of control. One of the primary reasons why we aren't more knuckleball pitchers in Major League Baseball today is because the knuckleball is notoriously difficult to throw with consistency. Pitchers must strike a delicate balance between imparting enough force to propel the ball toward the plate while also minimizing rotational spin. This delicate balance is challenging to maintain, leading to a much higher likelihood of wild pitches and walks. And while knuckleballers are clearly okay with being deemed somewhat wacky, they aren't immune to their peers' jeers. The knuckleball has earned a reputation as a goofy pitch due to its unorthodox style, and some pitchers may look down upon their colleagues who employ it. Despite its effectiveness, many pitchers hesitate to embrace the knuckleball due to the perception that it's the last resort for struggling players. Yet a select few bulletproof pitchers have embraced the knuckleball and harnessed it to great success. The modern masters of the knuckleball. The Nakiro brothers, Phil and Joe, are two of baseball's most famous knuckleball practitioners. The brothers learned the pitch from their father, a Polish coal miner, and went on to have illustrious careers employed in the MLB. Phil and Joe combined for a staggering 539 wins during their MLB tenure from 1964 to 1988, the most by two brothers in Major League history. More recently, R.A. Dickey has emerged as one of the most prominent modern-day knuckleballers. Dickey's journey to mastering the pitch is a testament to the perseverance and dedication required to succeed with the knuckleball. His success inspired a resurgence of interest in the pitch, leading to a renewed appreciation for its unique qualities. And who can forget about Tim Wakefield, the knuckleballer who pitched for 19 MLB seasons, including 17 with the Boston Red Sox. Wakefield, who retired in 2012, ranks third in career wins in Red Sox franchise history, with 186, is second in all-time wins in Fenway Park with 97, behind Roger Clemens' 100, and is the all-time leader in innings pitched by a Red Sox pitcher with 3,006. Unfortunately, Tim Wakefield tragically passed away on October 1, 2023, due to an ongoing battle with brain cancer. Boston's beloved knuckleballer was 57. While Wakefield is no longer with us, his legacy is cemented through the pitch he helped keep relevant. And while there's no notable knuckleballers in the MLB right now, there's hope for its return in the near future. The knuckleball's future. Despite its challenges, the knuckleball continues to captivate baseball fans and players alike. Its mystique and unpredictable nature make it an exciting pitch to spectate, and a formidable weapon when executed effectively. While the number of knuckleball pitchers may be small, their impact on the game is significant, leaving an indelible mark on baseball history. As the game of baseball evolves, the knuckleball faces new challenges. The increasing emphasis on power pitching and advanced analytics has made it more difficult for pitchers who rely on the knuckleball's unorthodox style. However, the pitch's ability to disrupt traditional hitting strategies ensures that it always has a place in the game, even if those who've mastered it are few and far between.